and thanks for watching the first video of 2022, which is a replay of about 8 hours worth of raw footage that's saved to the YouTube channel over 3 or 4 days. Here I've got a 12-inch diameter piece of monkey puzzle tree. That piece is about 3 inches thick. Some of you may disagree with the method I'm about to use for mounting, as I use a faceplate, but this was a particularly seasoned piece of wood, and my view was it took a faceplate, would take a faceplate quite well, and it did. And I was using 45mm Spax screws. Just testing what speed I could get this up to. Initially, before I'd made it round, I was getting about 450 RPM. Now I'm just using a 3/8 bowl gouge to bring it round. Actually, it was a particularly easy process. I know the branches look horrible, but it wasn't a particularly difficult process to turn that down to round. Here I'm marking the tenon and the foot. It was about this time I decided what shape I was going to choose for the bowl, and I went for an enclosed bowl. It was the first time I'd attempted that, and I found some challenges when it comes to the hollowing out and the internal curve, but I think it well suited the bowl. I mean, you can see the beautiful colours that have come out of the monkey puzzle again. I think it's probably my favourite wood for turning. Applying the sanding sealer there. That's pretty thin cellulose sanding sealer. Just putting it on with a paper cloth. Apologies, this is the second piece of monkey puzzle I've ever turned. That was the first, which was a platter. Turned from a similar piece but thinner and slightly larger diameter. I recommend the experience of sitting down and watching pre-recordings. You remind yourself of previous work and some of the previous challenges. One of the things that I learned very quickly with my first turning of an end grain bowl was the different directions to turn in to get the best results with the grain. And there'll be a chart in a minute, which was gifted to me by Ruby Claire, which I have on my workshop wall, which I refer to regularly. I'll just talk you through that briefly when we get to that moment. This internal curve was particularly challenging, but I got there in the end. You'll see that there's a central hole. Some might call that a funnel, but if you've turned Monkey Puzzle before, you'll realise that and understand that the pith is extremely light and extremely. Here we go. So this helps to tell the direction for end grain bowls. So from the centre in to the outside edge for the internal turning, and for the outside from the outside edge into the centre. That's the opposite directions to turning a side grain bowl. So yeah, the pith is particularly soft on Monkey Puzzle, and you can expect that when you're turning a bowl like this that will drop out. And what you can do is fill it with shavings, which is what I did, and CA glue, which was really successful, and I'm quite pleased with the result. However, on my next attempt with Monkey Puzzle, I think I'll be sure to use a piece of the branch, cut that off on the bandsaw, make a plug out of it, and insert that plug into the hole. I'll refine the hole that's in the centre, make it more uniform, and put a branch plug in there, because the branch is beautiful, and we might as well use it. Some amazing spalting. In this Monkey Puzzle had sat in a field in Essex for about 18 months before I picked it up, and the black spalting was particularly vibrant, and the red colours from the branches really stood out. There were some inclusions which I decided to leave in, and on the rim, which I decided to bead, there's a chainsaw mark, which I thought added something to it, so I kept that, and then I beaded the rim, which I think worked quite nicely. You'll notice to the underneath an interesting step, but that's a design feature, and I quite like it. I think it sits very well with the bowl. So at that point I left the bowl probably for a couple of months. I put oil on the inside, and I wanted that to polymerise and dry and seal, and then as I needed to turn the tenon off, I put it back on the lathe, and I repolished some of the inside, got that to a real beautiful finish, good shine. Using microcrystalline wax from Hampshire sheen on this bowl. So I finished the inside. These are Cole Jaws. I used the Cole Jaws because of the shape. It mounted really easily, and as you can see my foot detail, and it's very easy to turn off the tenon. And you can see that the centre, that is now enclosed with CA glue and shavings from the Monkey Puzzle.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new, and every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes.
Now I'll just take it off the lathe, present it for final couple of shots. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate any time anyone spends looking at my videos. Really, they're just an archive of my wood turning development over the last 18 months to 2 years. At this point I'd been turning for 14 months. Thank you for watching. As I say, the raw footage for all of this is still on my YouTube channel, so you're welcome to go and check it out. There are 3 videos in total, about 2 or 3 hours a piece, full workshop half days, there's commentary and some live chat from some of our wood turning friends, and plenty of advice being given out in the chat as usual, so thank you. Thanks everybody for watching, really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this.